So what is up, all you wonderful Battlefielders out there? It is Evil here, going to be bringing you a little bit of commentary. We are going to be playing on the map Scrap Metal. We're going to be running around, just, poning some noobs, having some fun here. So just basically, guys, as I said before, we're going to be bringing you a mixture of multiple different gameplays here. Going to be running around, trying to level up some weapons, trying to get some levels up in this game as well. So as you guys can notice here, that this is pretty much a two-way map here. I play on this map a few times, and really, I don't understand exactly how this map actually works. Okay, I've been trying to figure it out here for a little bit now, but I'll figure it out. Basically, what I've been doing a lot on this map is pushing out towards the center, and just basically having some fun. And as you see here, I'm still learning the controls of this game. Switching back and forth between COD really does not help you out at all for this scenario. But basically, guys, what I wanted to talk about today was basically what I've been noticing a lot in the recent updates, in the recent coming outs for different consoles and different games on the systems here. So as you guys know, the last update I've heard about the Xbox, the new Xbox, is that it's supposed to be out before Christmas. It's well overdue. I cannot wait to have that system come out, guys. I'm going to try to be one of the first commentators to actually get that to get some gameplays out for you guys on that system, no matter what game it actually is it comes out with it. And basically, and then they said the PS4 is supposed to be coming out sometime first quarter of the year after that, and then we're supposed to have the Steam box coming out sometime soon as well. I am planning on getting all three of those consoles, guys. I'm the type of person where I like to have every console that comes out, not for any other reason, just so that I could have those consoles here. But basically, here's my expectations for the new consoles. For the Steam box, I just wanted it to be comparable against the different systems, the Xbox, the PlayStation, and the Wii. I want, it to be comparable to those systems, easy to use, things like that. That way we don't have a bunch of errors and a bunch of issues and glitches for the game for the console, as it comes out. And that's the basic gist of what I expect out of that console. Now, as for the Xbox, I want the Xbox to be comparable to the actual graphic styles of the PlayStation 3. Because right now, honest to say, guys, the graphics on the Xbox versus the PlayStation suck. And it is specifically because, the PlayStation runs off a Blu-ray disc where the Xbox runs off of regular DVDs. And the issue with that is Blu-ray is a lot higher quality game. Granted, the Xbox was released a while before the PlayStation was released. But, you will see the differences in those games, in just those two alone. If you watch a Blu-ray DVD versus a regular DVD of the same exact movie, the quality of the video is going to be a lot better on the Blu-ray disc versus the regular DVD. And so, that is one of the things that I have noticed about this game, and that is one of the things that I have noticed about that console. I really do wish that the Xbox can be comparable in graphic stylings versus the PlayStation. Granted, back when the Xbox was released, they really didn't have to worry about that because graphics weren't really the greatest. It was back on Halo 2 graphics. And as you guys know, with Halo 2 graphics, they were just shit. They weren't anything to really hope and die for. But, luckily we got, the PlayStation came out and was able to compete with the other consoles. And we were actually able to, figure some things out and actually get a decent looking console out for us. But as you notice, guys, and what I'm expecting with the PlayStation 4 is I want some of the NAT issues for the Call of Duty games fixed, because as you guys know, it is really difficult on the PlayStation to actually keep an open NAT. And that does kind of annoy me because I tend to try to have the best connection, and to have the best connection you have to have an open NAT. You have to have all these different things, and if you don't have those things, then what is it that you're expecting to have? So that does kind of annoy me about that, and luckily, hopefully they can fix that and actually get something out. Now, as an overall generality of what I expect out of all the consoles, I do want to have, a lot more differences of games. Because right now you've got MMORPGs, regular RPGs, and first-person shooters. There's really nothing else besides those. And the games that are being released really aren't the greatest, We're basically taking what we can get, and what the game developers are basically doing is lowering our expectations with each individual launch so that they can release basically shit and get away with it. And I don't agree with that, guys. I think we actually need to find every flaw in every game and point it out 100% to the different game developers. That's one of the things that I try to do. That's one of the things that I strive to do. And, once I do that, then, the game developers, hopefully, as I get a following and things like that with what I'm doing, the game developers will start picking up and realizing, hey, just because we release a game that has really, really high quality graphics, that does not mean that that's what people want. They want a quality gameplay. And they want a game that, especially in a single player system, we want games that we can go back and play and do something different in every time. Excuse me. We don't want that game that, day one you play through it, it's done. And that's where I see that Assassin's Creed has come to. Granted, Assassin's Creed is a really, really good game. It has a really good storyline to it, but you play through that game once and you're done with it. There's nothing else you can do with that game. And, the same thing goes with, like, your Fallout New Vegases and things like that. Granted, a lot of people go back and play them. Even Skyrim, guys. You beat it once. You spent all that time going through the game. You beat it once. You don't want to spend the time to go back and do it again. And, yeah, it is a good game. It is a decent gameplay, but it just drags on. I don't think I actually finished Skyrim, to be honest with you. I know I've started to play it, and I just can't get through it. It's just not that game that I enjoy playing. It's seriously, I can sit there and go through that game about not even a third of the way and just be like, I've done the same exact type of mission 15 different times, and I'm only a third of the way through the game. Why would I continue to play this game? Why would I do that? And, that's kind of what I think when I actually pick up a game. The first day that I play it, I usually get about, I try to beat the game the first day I play it. I know it's a bad thing to do, guys, but I get a game and literally I'm so excited because I picked up a new game. I get it home, put it in my Xbox or my PlayStation, and I start playing it. And, that's what I enjoy doing. And so, I get it home, I start playing it. I get into the game, I figure out the controls, I figure out everything new about the game. Then all of a sudden I realize I've been doing the same thing over and over and over again without really getting anything out of it. And that's kind of what annoys me there is, you get nothing out of it, especially in some games where the achievements are so difficult to get that what's the point of even going for an achievement? It's going to take you longer to go for an achievement than it would be to beat the whole entire game. That's why I'm not an achievement whore, Granted, if I'm playing a game and I'm like most of the way through the achievements and I got a couple left, yeah, I'll go ahead and get them just to get them, but what is your actual, achievements get you? Nothing. Same thing with your trophies. What do they get you? Nothing. It just shows that, hey, I've gotten to this part of the game, I've done this, I'm better than you. It really doesn't even show that. It just shows that you have no life. It's just like, playing a video game. KD really means nothing. And when you actually think about it logically, granted, gaming itself is supposed to be fun. So why are we not getting games that are fun? And that's my main issue with the way the game developers are actually bringing out the games. They're putting in all this extra stuff that we really don't care about. Yeah, we expect the graphics to get better. But when you spend 98% of your production of the game working on graphics, you're doing something wrong. And that's majorly an issue when, especially in Battlefield, they focus so much on getting this realistic 60 frames per second graphics that, yeah, I'm surprised that they actually released a good game after that. Because what did we get? We got a really, really good looking game that during the beta release had so many flaws, they lost a lot of people to Call of Duty. For Christ's sake, when you release a beta and at the beginning of the beta, the very first day of the beta, you fall under the map and die. You weren't looking for the glitch. You just fell under the map. You were just trying to capture an income. You were trying to PTFO. And guess what? You fell under the map and died trying to play the objective. How is that fair? I think that's a major glitch that before you release the beta, you look into it. But anyway, guys, this gameplay is basically wrapping up here. It's a pretty decent gameplay. I had some fun playing it. And thank you guys for watching. And as always, please feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe.